Hi, this is Digital Femme and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I am going to talk about San Juan Shrine. And San Juan Shrine is a shrine in McAllen, Texas. No, actually, no. I lived in McAllen, Texas, but San Juan Shrine is actually in San Juan, Texas, which I believe is a little bit east of McAllen, Texas. I'm not sure. But anyway, I wanted to talk about San Juan Shrine and my connection to it, as well as how I had asked for a sign from God or the universe or whatever you want to call it, and how I had gotten that sign relating to San Juan Shrine. So if you want to know about that, then continue watching. Hi, I'm glad you stayed. So I know that in my last video, which was my 42nd video, I talked about moldavite and moldavite oil. Moldavite is kind of tektite, and it's sort of like falls in the line of like crystals and all that stuff. And I said that in that last video that I was going to show you all my crystals in the next video, which is this video. But I decided not to. Why? Because it's late at night again, and I guess it would be better to film the video when there was like more natural light, and I didn't want to go and get my crystals that are in the window and just show it. I was actually just going to take the camera and go to the window and go through all the crystals, the ones that are on the windows anyway, because I have them like all over the place. So this video is not going to be about the crystals like I said in my last video. It's going to be about San Juan Shrine. Now, I did speak about San Juan Shrine in my previous video, which I will put a link to the description, and it was part of my journey in terms of how I ended up becoming a nurse. And I won't tell you about that. The story is in the video, so I'll just link it to the description. I'll put the link in the description. But anyway, how am I going to tell this? Because I've got to okay, so anyway, on my way to becoming a nurse, I was taking a trip down to Texas with my aunt, and before going to my interview, to be interviewed whether or not I was going to get a job as a nurse or not, in McAllen Medical Hospital, my aunt took me to this shrine. She said, "Oh, come on, we got to go to church." And then I said, "Why are we going to go?" And she said, "So you can pray to get the job." And I'm like, okay. So then we drove. It's about like a 20-minute drive, and it was like a modern day shrine. And we went in, and there's only a little bit of people. So I think this was October. Oh, it was October 21, 1996. Yeah, October 21, 1996. My aunt took me to San Juan Shrine, and she told me to pray to get the job. Well, I didn't, because I didn't really want to be a nurse. It's a long story. So what I did was I went to the very first pew or bench, and I knelt down and I made the sign of the cross, and I prayed, or basically I talked. I called out to Jesus, to God, to Buddha, to Allah, to the universe, to all the ascended masters, anybody that could hear me. Basically, I tried to cover everything, and to let them know that I was a certain age at that time, and whatever I wanted in life, God or the universe either gave me or they didn't. And at that point in my life, I claimed to know nothing. So obviously, nursing came up in my life a couple of times, and it seemed to me that the powers that be, or my journey or whatever, was leading me to be a nurse. So basically I said, if that was the will, and then so be it. So that was in San Juan Shrine. And also back then I was also going out with a young gentleman named John. So, and I left him. He was in Toronto. He stayed in Toronto, and he was going to join me in Texas, but he didn't. But so I thought that, I have a boyfriend named John, and my aunt is taking me to San Juan, which is the Spanish version of John, and I thought that that was a sign. So, okay, so that was kind of cool. So, yeah, I ended up getting the job, and I ended up being a nurse in Texas for 11 years. And the reason why I am no longer a nurse is because I was given the opportunity to move to Germany, to Frankfurt, and pursue not a career, but to pursue a project in 3D worlds. That's another story. So, anyway, many, many, many years later, here I am in Canada, not in Toronto, and I'm in a city that I'm kind of wondering why I'm even here. I mean, I know how I got to this city in Canada, but it's certainly not something or a city that I would choose or that really fits in with me, the kind of person I am. I'm a big city girl. So this is quite a small city, but I've been in this city for almost 8.5 years. Now, at the time of this story that I want to tell you, this is really this happened in 2017. Yes, 2017. Yeah, 2017. So in 2017, I had met a girl, and her name is Carolyn, and she is the daughter of one of my good friends. And yeah, I met her. And so I think it was like maybe it was in 2016. I think I met her in 2016. Yeah, I think I met her in 2016. And then in 2017, it was her birthday, January, end of January. And her dad was telling me, like, oh, see if you can let her or lure her over to our apartment because we have a present for her. So actually that day I was supposed to meet her anyway, and we are going to go to Starbucks and have coffee and dessert and stuff like that and just have like girl time chit chat. But then when her dad found out that we are going to spend time together, or I was going to spend time with his daughter, he was like, oh, then, maybe you guys can come over to our apartment, which was only like a 7-minute walk. So anyway, we did. And when we got there, they greeted her and they gave her a card and a present. And her stepmom went to the bedroom and came out with this box. And then she told Carolyn, hey, this is for you. And basically that box was her grandmother's jewelry box, which was her dad's mom. And so, I don't know, I think her grandmother had passed away, but for some reason, the dad, I guess, had found his mom's jewelry box, and the stepmom thought that it would be nice for the granddaughter, which is Carolyn, to go through it. And now at that time, I was really wondering whether or not I should stay in this city where I am currently, because it wasn't like I like the people here and everything like that, but it just wasn't something that I could have ever imagined staying in for so long. And at that point, I was already here for 4 years, I believe, 4 going on 5 years, and I really wanted to. I was like wondering whether or not I should stay or should I move back to Toronto or just move somewhere else, like to Houston, because I also lived in Houston and I love Houston. I love Texas. So through my meditation, I would ask to give me a sign to stay in Saskatoon and, whatever. So when Carolyn opened her grandmother's jewelry box, there was like a lot of rosaries. Like I didn't even know that her father was Roman Catholic because anyway, I didn't know that, but there was a lot of rosaries. And then there was like pieces of jewelry, like earrings and necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that. And then I saw something. Like, I don't know why I was drawn to it, because I have never seen it before. I have never seen something like it before, but for some reason I was just drawn to it. And what I was drawn to was like a metal that looks like, like these types of metals, like this. So I was drawn to something that looked like this. And then I said, oh, can I see that? I don't know why. And Carolyn said, yeah, sure. And I said, do you mind if I pick it out? And she goes, no, sure, go ahead. Because, I wanted to respect that it was her grandmother's jewelry box. And I didn't want to like touch anything. So yeah, so I picked it out and I looked at it. And when I looked at it, this is actually it. I have it here. So I have like two, but this one was actually it. So I picked it out and I was looking at it and I was like, what? And it was like, it said, it was in Spanish and it was Virgen de San Juan. And I was like, what? So what this was it was the Virgin of San Juan. So apparently, it says Virgen de San Juan de Valle. So it's Virgin of San Juan of the Valley. Now, San Juan, Texas, is in the Rio Grande Valley. And I was like, then I said, oh my God. I said, and I kind of started to cry. Like I started to well up. And I was saying to Carolyn and her dad and her stepmom, I said, oh my God, do you know what this is? And then they said, no. And I said, and I read it and I said, this is Virgin de San Juan of the Valley. This is a medal from the shrine or of the shrine in San Juan, Texas, that I went to in 1996, October 21, 1996, and I gave up my life to God. And I kind of briefly told them the story, and I said, for about a week now or 2 weeks, I've been asking for a sign because I didn't know whether I should continue living in the city or I should move back home to Toronto or move somewhere else. I just really didn't know, and I wanted a sign as to whether should I still stay. And yeah, I got my sign. Because yeah, in San Juan, I gave up my life to God, to the universe, to whatever. Like I did that to become a nurse. I mean, I just did. And then I figured if nursing was what I was supposed to do at this point in my life, then so be it. So after my aunt and I went to San Juan Shrine, and I didn't pray to be a nurse. I didn't pray to get a job. I just said, take my life and do what you will, because I claim no thing. I claim to know, and I claim to know nothing. So you take my life. You know what's good. You just lead me. And then after that, we went to my interview, and yeah, I got the job. So yeah, this is the sign. And I was crying. And so her dad said, do you want that? And I said, really? Sure. So he gave it to me. So you know what's so special about this? I said, what is this? What is the Virgin de San Juan de Valle doing in your mom's jewelry box? And he says, oh, my mom used to live in McAllen, Texas with his stepdad for a number of years. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what if I met her? Because I was a nurse there for 6 years in McAllen, Texas, and they don't have a hospital in San Juan. So pretty much the surrounding areas would go to McAllen Medical Center. So I don't know. I can't remember. Up to this day, I don't know. But anyway, that's what this video was about. It is not about crystals. It's about how I asked for a sign and my connection with San Juan Shrine, or the Virgin of San Juan of the Valley. Well, that's it. It's a short video, and this is my 43rd video in the 1166-day challenge. And if this is the first video that you've ever watched visiting my channel, the 1166-day challenge is choosing to do one thing for 1 hour a day for 66 days straight. So I've chosen to do a video on this channel for 66 days straight to jumpstart it. And yeah, this is my 43rd video. And you know what? In my other videos, I was kind of deciding, you know what if I become known as the chick that has uploaded one video every day for like infinity. So then I kind of switched it to the 1,000 day challenge, meaning to do a video every day for 1,000 days. So if that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it, this is my 43rd video. So I have 900, oh my God, 950 Oh my god, I'm not good in math. Wait a minute, I am good in math. Just hold on, everybody. 57. 957 more videos to go. Wait a minute. 957, 43. Okay, I guess so. Anyway, if you found this video interesting and even slightly boring, then I guess you don't have to like it. But you might want to consider subscribing to this channel because, like I said, you never know. I just might come up with a video that would resonate with you, and it might inspire you, it might motivate you, it might make you think about something, and that's it. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Have a great day and have a great evening. Bye-bye.